Listo. Volví. ¿Sí me escuchas bien? Listo. Vamos a ver si ahorita sí. Se me... Listo. Entonces... sería esto.
Hola a todos. Aquí a misma, en el romántico barrio de Cobán. Como siempre, soy Daniel, de aprendermasinglés.com. Primero,
Paula, si quieres, cierra el micrófono para que nos escuche.
disculpo por mi camisa, que
¿Listo?
no está manchada. La verdad es que no espero esto. Las palabras who, when, why. Escribí un post, bueno, ya hace un par de semanas. Who, where, who, what, where, when, why y how, que son palabras para formar preguntas. Cada uno tiene su traducción. Así que vamos a hacer esto corto y sencillo, porque lo más importante hoy es la pronunciación. Vamos a hablar de la pronunciación de estas palabras. Es algo que, claro, he escrito un libro inglés básico hace un par de años y tiene unas valoraciones altísimas, pero una cosa que la gente ha dicho como cosa menos positiva es que no habla de la pronunciación. Y claro, es muy difícil hablar de la pronunciación en un libro. No quiero ni meterme en temas de escribir las palabras inglesas con pronunciación como si fuera español, porque mucha gente ha aprendido el inglés de esta forma durante muchos años y no ayuda mucho a conseguir una pronunciación adecuada. Así que ahora vamos a estar solucionando este problema, porque ahora con vídeo, con audio, podemos hacer mucho más sobre la pronunciación. Pronto tendré algo que ofrecer sobre ese punto, sobre la pronunciación. De momento, solo esto. Vamos a dar un ejemplo de cada cosa. Primero, who. Who es quién. Who. La pronunciación, who. Así que, la frase. Who is the president of the United States? Who is the president of the United States? Right now, 2015. The president of the United States is Barack Obama. This will change in the future. But now, the president of the United States is Barack Obama. Así que who se usa para preguntar de una persona. Siguiente pregunta, eso es muy común. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? La frase, ¿a qué te dedicas? Quiere decir, what, pregunta por una cosa, una actividad, es qué, la traducción. What es qué. So what do you do for a living? I'm an English teacher. I'm a guy who makes videos on YouTube. That's my job. Siguiendo, where. Where es donde. Where pregunta por un sitio. Así que la pregunta con where do you live? I live here in the romantic Tetuan neighborhood in the north of Madrid, close to Plaza Castilla. Where, para dónde. When es cuando. When se usa para hablar de un momento. Así que la pregunta aquí, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? My birthday is November 27th. When is your birthday? When, cuando. Si estás prestando atención a cómo se escriben estas cosas, when tiene una H que no suena. What tiene una H que no suena. Who tiene la H que suena, pero la W, que interesante. Así es el que trabajación, escuchándolo más que leyendo, porque en inglés leerlo no nos ayuda para nada con la pronunciación. Así que Más sobre este pronto. Este punto es muy importante. Siguiendo. Why. Why es por qué. Why. Así que la frase que tengo aquí. Why didn't you go to work yesterday? Esta es una pregunta negativa en pasado simple. Why didn't you go to work yesterday? ¿Por qué no te fuiste a trabajar ayer? Why didn't you go to work yesterday? Por ejemplo, I didn't go to work because I was sick. No me fui al trabajo porque estaba enfermo. I didn't go to work because I was sick. Y por último, how. How tiene muchos usos en inglés. Vamos a hablar de la pregunta más básica, más común. Una de las preguntas más básicas, más comunes con how hoy, pero luego tenemos otros temas, how much, how many, how long y cosas así, how often. Voy a hacer otro video sobre esto pronto. En todo caso, la frase que vamos a ver hoy, how old are you? How old are you? Es ¿cuántos años tienes? Otro punto muy importante que voy a hablar en un video muy pronto es que la traducción literal no funciona. Si traduzco how old are you al español, saco ¿cuánto viejo eres tú? Que no tiene ningún sentido. La traducción real sería ¿cuántos años tienes? How old are you? I'm 32 years old. La respuesta tampoco se traduce literalmente. I'm 32 years old. Yo soy 32 años viejo. Sería la traducción literal. Mejor decir tengo 32 años. Así que nada, eso es lo que tengo para hoy. La pronunciación, who, what, where, when, why, and how. La otra. La cosa que quería mencionar para terminar es la diferencia entre el primero y el último. Who and how. Who se escribe W-H-O. Who. How se escribe H-O-W. How. La pronunciación no tiene ninguna lógica y mucha gente los confunde. Es importante diferenciarlos porque se refieren a cosas totalmente distintas. Así que, who, quién. How, cómo. Who, quién. How, cómo. Acuérdate. Nada más para hoy.
Listo.
Espero que hayas disfrutado este video. Si quieres venir a plan.
Listo. ¿Alguna duda sobre las preguntas de... Bueno, vamos con la segunda parte, que es que va a ser unas preguntas. ¿Listo?
Ok.
Entonces, who do you live? Who do you live?
I live with my parents and my two brothers.
Okay. It's a cow of your city.
My city is big, beautiful, and
Okay. What do you have in your bag? What do you bag? What do you have in your bag?
in my bag I have my makeup and my book and two pencils and a ruler.
Okay. And what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I like read books, listen music, and go to skate.
Okay. What time is it?
Repeat, please.
What time is it?
It's in the afternoon.
What?
In the afternoon.
No, what time is it now?
A student. I'm a student.
No, what time is it? Time.
¿Qué tiempo es este?
See, what time is 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay. Where do you work? Where do you work?
I work in my city en una panadería. Es que no sé cómo se dice en inglés.
Okay, an idea. And what are you doing in your work?
In my work, I'm me sé.
Vocabulario.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. When are you going?
I go to the vacation in 17 December.
In where? Where?
When? The 7th of December.
Okay. And where? Where place?
I'm going to Melgar of my vacation.
Melgar. And why Melgar?
When?
No, why? Why Melgar?
Because I leave my family.
Okay. And you like the hot? Okay. Listo. Más vocabulario. ¿Listo?
Okay.
Listo. Ahora vamos con la siguiente parte, que es language learning and talent o aptitude. ¿Listo? Entonces, te vamos a dar el vídeo.
My TV show came and went. I'm going to post a link here in that first opening box underneath my video. It was, I can't remember what they called it, but it was a program on Canada's Global Television Network on prime time devoted to this question of polyglots, or they choose the term hyper polyglots, which I must say I think is a ridiculous term. Let me just say that. Polyglot is polyglot. I like the word linguist. People who speak many languages. Once you've got 5, you can make it 10, you can make it 15. I don't think it makes much difference. Show came and went. It was a program on Canada time devoted to this question of polyglots, or a term, which is a ridiculous term, let me just say that. Polyglot is polyglot. I like the word linguist. People who speak many languages, once you've got 5, you can make it 10, you can make it 15. I don't think it makes much difference. I was a bit disappointed. Keith Swain, who has a channel here, YouTube, calls himself the Canadian Linguist, and whom I got to know, and who's a great guy. He and I flew out from Vancouver. Alexandre, who is another very nice fellow who came from Winnipeg, although he's originally from Quebec, to participate. We flew all the way out there. We were in a conversation with a total of 5 of us, including Axel from Toronto and James, who's also from Toronto. And we spoke for 2 hours in a very interesting, free-flowing discussion about language learning and so forth and so on. And I think we managed to survive to the tune of about a minute and a half, which I guess is inevitable. But I thought our discussion was quite interesting, and I certainly enjoyed getting to know all those people, or getting to know them better in the case of Keith. So I was annoyed that we didn't have more of our discussion. I was also annoyed at the sort of suggestion, although they didn't really come out conclusively and say so, but the implication that somehow someone who speaks 10 or 15 languages is strange. And this is an idea that I think, again, this Michael, I think, Erard, who wrote the book Babel No More, kind of dances around the edges of this position, but doesn't come out to say so. But there seems to be the suggestion that there's something different about the brains of people who can speak many languages. And I don't believe this is the case, except to the extent that as you learn anything, your brain changes. And if you are a violinist, your brain will change the more you play the violin. I mean, they've done surveys to show that that part of your brain, for example, that controls the movements of your fingers will get larger. The famous London taxi drivers whose part of the brain which controls detailed things that relate to names of streets and where they're located, that's going to grow. So yeah, if you go up learning 10 or 15 languages, your brain is going to be a little bit different. However, there's just too many people. I mean, I'm studying Czech now, and I'm listening to my wonderful series on Czech history, and so this Czech nationalist of the early 19th century, František Palacký, is introduced. And he spoke 15 or 16 languages. Well, of course, because he lived in Austria at that time, the Austrian Empire. He spoke Czech, German, Slovakian, Hungarian, and then there were so many languages there that Latin was the common language in the church, so he spoke. But there are any number of countries. I've heard that in Ethiopia, it's not uncommon for people to speak 4 or 5 languages. If you live in an area where there are a lot of different languages spoken, you're going to end up languages. Don't tell me that all those people are musical left deficiencies or whatever other strange things that they mentioned on this TV program. I firmly believe that language learning is a matter of the determination of someone, their will, their desire, their interest, their need, their opportunity to speak first one language, then a second, then a third, and then if they decide to pursue learning more languages, they learn more of them. It's not more complicated than that. The difficult language, the most difficult language, is the first foreign or non-native language that we learn. That's my experience, because we don't know that we can do it. We think it's just, and especially if you live in North America, or in China, or in Japan, or in any country where really you only need the local. But in fact, we did, because it's a bilingual people. Well, for example, here in Vancouver, on the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, he's almost native-like in Italian, French. I don't think he's necessarily the language of their immigrant parents, and in some cases, to me, it's not something strange in your brain. It's more a matter of whether you apply yourself to the task, whether you have the opportunity, whether you choose to pursue it. And as I say, once you get past them, becomes easier, and so on and so forth. Plus, you pick up some freebies. Richard Simcott was featured, which is great because I think Richard is a super guy. He was featured in this TV series, and he speaks a lot of languages. And he speaks languages from different language groups, albeit European, up until his recent venture into Turkish. But once you've got, he speaks Macedonian, Bulgarian, Serbian, Czech. I mean, those are very similar languages. French, Spanish, Portuguese. So once you venture out there, it's not far behind. If you're going by studying related languages, but as I say, the more you learn, the more comfortable you get. So you'd be surprised if you decided to work towards speaking 20 languages. If you put in the time, you can do it. I think Richard is a really normal guy. Lucas, the guys that we spoke to down there were all normal, but by and large, it's normal people who have a strong interest in speaking languages. Other people are interested in other things. So I just wanted to, I got quite annoyed, or I do get annoyed at this suggestion that something weird. Are certain people more talented than others? Yes. Like, I think that Richard and Luca are both extremely talented. And especially because I've heard Luca speak so many different languages. His pronunciation is absolutely excellent. And my own view, and he'll probably disagree, I think it's because he's good at it. Why is he good at it? I think it's an attitude thing. I think he listens well. Although, to be fair again, his English sounds to me non-native. I speaks it extremely fluently. However, I've heard native speakers tell me that his German sounds native, his Swedish is almost native, his Russian, I thought his Chinese was pretty spectacular. Not to mention, give him the French, Spanish, that's Romance, whatever, he's lived there, fine. But it's these others that he does so well at. So I think he's talented, and I think the ability to, and I think Richard is talented, but I think and perhaps I have a greater facility to pick up or to get closer to native pronunciation than some other people. But as I've always said, I don't think that matters so much. I know people like, that I've worked with who really speak English well, but who have a very strong accent. It doesn't matter. So I think the accent is where there could be differences in talent, but I think the rest of it is more a matter of how much effort you're willing to put in, your attitude, your confidence, your determination, your interest, your love for the good things. Listening. Bye for now.
Listo. Listo. La tercera parte. Talento o disciplina. Y ya hago unas preguntas. 3 de talento y 3 de disciplina. ¿Listo? Ahora
que
es de talento. Sí, porque para. Entonces, 3 puntos de vista de, sí, pienso que es talento, pero también me parece que puede ser una disciplina. ¿Listo?
Ok.
Listo.
Read más a-
Dime.
leo mi respuesta.
Los puntos de vista de si es disciplina y después con las de talento.
I think that learning English is an attitude because you practice always and strive, you will get better. Is attitude and will because if you want to learn what you will achieve. Or is a talent because you need have ability from can tell very good.
This is everything, okay? Yes? This is everything?
Yes.
Okay, this is my question. Do you believe that people who speak another language are different?
Repeat, please.
You are different?
Yes. I think that is attitude.
It's different for attitude, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Do you believe that it's talent or discipline?
Discipline.
Discipline? Why?
Yes. Because if I want to learn in English, I go to practice always and learning more.
Okay, so do you think that if the person who trying and cannot do it is because no have discipline?
Yes, I think that is discipline.
For example, I try play football and have too much discipline, but I cannot play football, so I not have discipline or not have talent.
I think that have discipline and attitude.
Ok, listo. Entonces, esto fue como en cierta manera, como que, ¿cómo se dice? Se me fue la palabra. ¿Cómo se dice esa palabra que es practicar para la evaluación, ¿sí? Entonces, sí, yo solo tenía 3 preguntas, pero esas 3 preguntas de lo que tú ibas hablando, yo sacaba otra pregunta. Entonces, la idea es que cuando hagamos el quiz, se saquen más preguntas, ¿sí es?
Sí, señora.
¿Listo? Entonces, no sé, lo único que te diría es más vocabulario, como para que no te quedes así como, tenía más cosas que decir, pero no sé cómo decirlas. ¿Listo?
Sí.
Y ese sería pues todo por hoy. ¿Listo?
Ok, teacher.
Entonces nos vemos el miércoles. Y el miércoles pues ensayamos más preguntas y ya sería todo así. Pregunta tras pregunta, formulando más. ¿Listo?
O sea que el viernes sería la evaluación, ¿sí?
Sí, el viernes sería la evaluación. ¿Listo?
Y profe, para el video que hay que hacer, ¿me tengo que ver yo o puede ser, digamos, como una diapositiva o algo así?
Pues la idea es que te vieras,
Okay.
¿sí?
Sí, señora.
Y no sé si tengas más preguntas.
No, teacher.
Listo. Entonces, thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.